A look there at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. And we are underway here in Silicon Valley. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and a yard. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And a pick up 3 or maybe 4. Xavier Watts there to bring him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with McCaffrey. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Niners first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They send the tight end in motion. On the ground, it's McCaffrey. He's got space inside the 25. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, 49ers.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
Well, if this opening drive is any indication of how the rest of this game's going to go, it seems this offense is going to be pretty content keeping the ball on the ground. A lot of success here early. Now it sets up 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Robinson, and he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Shotgun snap to Purdy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Third and goal. It's Purdy. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. And they get the first points of the game. What a way of started, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Makes the score Niners 7, Falcons 0. Eddie Pinheiro
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Ray McLeod on the return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Pitts is the man in motion. Penix gonna throw right away. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 1. Mooney in motion. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Penix. That's caught. Ray McLeod. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike, where on 3rd down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains, and there's really 2 reasons. 1, teams are a lot more willing to use 4th down, and 2, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch.
He's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. First and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
We'll try to set up a tight end screen with Pitts. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, it felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. He fires downfield for Pitts. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
He'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The 49ers offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Finding space at the 40. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Jesse Bates. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 3. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Third and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. He's going to have a Niners first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5.
Xavier Watts on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's second down and 4. The motion man here is Bourne. Throwing on second down is Purdy. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. From his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3 as we are ready to get back underway. 3rd and short. 30. And he will get into the end zone. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons offense about ready to get going. On their second possession, they're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. He's going to keep it himself. And nice work there. Go into a slide and gain about 7.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Penix on 3rd down. He's got his man. Right side, it's complete. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Here's Robinson. Space to run inside the 20. And he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion left. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. Oh, and he is depleted on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 2nd down, Purdy. Moving to his left. He keeps it himself. They get 24 on that one. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Play action. Here's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big, forcing 4th down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. It brings up 4th down.
That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Penix. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Sam Ukuwadu gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
More to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The 49ers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Jalen Walker brings up 3rd down.
3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with a sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signals he's got enough for the 1st down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4 down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Now it's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down. So they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Pinero's kick is good. And the 49ers build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. McLeod now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready for this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. That's caught right side and Clemson. They'll get enough 4 here as he is taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. Here's a designed run. He'll step up and run, and he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Here's Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Atlanta.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
At the 49ers' 41-yard line.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. Throw on the run is complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
The Niners' 8-yard line.
Now Penix. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on 3rd and goal, following that second down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll try and get there on the ground. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And goal.
So on now is John Parker Romo to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Romo's kick is good. And the Falcons are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Niners offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll look over the middle and find his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handles. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Final play of this first half. Here's Purdy. And he's going to be out of bounds. 000 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Agnew on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. begin here with a run by Robinson. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll go again with Robinson. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action, Penix. Open man, he's got it. It's London. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Falcon first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run. It was clear this offseason this was an area of emphasis. They wanted to continue to fortify the interior of this defensive line. And with this young player, they think they've got themselves a good one.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll throw. It's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A gain there of 27 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
A quick throw here, going to be taken by London. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Robinson. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
One more time, it's Robinson. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
On 3rd and goal, it's Penix. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Atlanta. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
17.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Niners offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. You have a tight end motioning left here. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
We're not real accustomed to seeing these sort of plays out of this guy. He's more of the dirty work, kind of behind-the-scenes role player. But tell you what, he keeps coming through for this offense, and he's going to find himself with a couple more touches.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's McCaffrey. Down the sideline, past the 45. And they finally bring him down, but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20. Big time play by McCaffrey to gain of 43 yards.
I'm not sure you got to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Second and 5. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
A gain of 6. That's another 49er 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
The Falcons 9-yard line.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3, and that's going to set up 3rd and goal. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. A tight end in motion now. 3rd and goal. Purdy. And he's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will go up by 7.
Makes the score Niners 24, Falcons 17. A
So now after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. McLeod now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Falcons offense back onto the field for their next possession. Now Robinson. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Here's 1st and 10. Mooney in motion. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. And here's Bijan. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
In trouble, and down he goes.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch, taken right around the 11-yard line. The Niners offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end left. On 1st down, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, Purdy. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
The motion man here is Bourne. 3rd and short. Purdy. Open man, left side. He's got it. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They run over center with Robinson. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
On the stop. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
complete to Isaac Vermendo. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Penix now off the bootleg. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Tegan Victoriano. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Robinson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. He needed 2 and gained 6.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on 3rd down. Yes, it is the 4th quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up a 1st down.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Another run here for Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Push to his right. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
We'll go play action now with Penix. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He takes off.
Michael Penix.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. Forced out wide. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
The Falcons send their punting unit out. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Niners offense ready to take over once again. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Purdy. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Purdy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Give, and here comes Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. Sets up 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
Now Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The 49ers out to punt this one, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. It's Penix. To the right. That's Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And, man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Off the play fake. Here's the lefty Penix. Back into the hands of Werner, the tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
We're going to go play action with Penix. Open man down the field, Mooney. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They gained 18 yards on that one. First down, Atlanta.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Mooney in motion. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Our first down, right back to Robinson. And this time, they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Over the middle, catch made by Mooney. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll drop to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll take this one in. Drake London. Touchdown Falcons.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air.
Isaac Guerrero on the return.
49ers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy, and he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
Third and long. Here's Purdy. Moving left. They'll try to run for it. Now a timeout. That's their first. as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
It's fourth down.
The 49ers out for the punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. Yeah, and they'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. That one is caught by Mooney.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Falcon first down. From the gun, here is Penix. Over the middle, that's his tight end Pitts. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. And it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Robinson. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try.
2nd and 3 at the Niners' 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Mooney in motion. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game. So a big one coming here for the kicker, John Parker Romo. This to win the game. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. So a big one coming here for the kicker, John Parker Romo. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. The kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say